Venus is on. Venus is on.
Trying to push. Defense getting back for Las Vegas. And a takeaway.
That's why Tiffany Hayes is starting lineup.
That's right. Lefty layup, good. Yeah, what a perfect scenario for a young player to be able to play alongside a player like Nneka. The shot clock was to 1. Plum makes him pay. 3 points for her and a 3-point Aces lead. Wilson one-on-one. McNamara, how about an and one? Yeah, she talked with her team about that, Becky did. She talked with the Aces. Yeah, looking for advantages.
Jackie Young
Losing the D and the help D not in time.
They want to play hard for Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young has been freed up, not having to run the point so much, and she is. Oh, the Aces are hunting glass tonight.
Young asking for the high screen. She gets it from Stokes. Around and down. Foul call on Kate Martin. Pryor, her first. And the largest lead of the game coming into the second quarter for the Aces. High pick row, and there you go. Alicia Clark with the bucket. Do those things this year that you thought she was great last year and a year before that, but this year she's just transformed her game. And one for Jackie Young.
On Seattle, it's 16-8, where in the last game it was Seattle that was plus 10.
Controlling the paint as the shot clock down to 5, and the help D coming over the extra pass. There it is. Hayes, right side, money.
Watch the ball movement. The defense is all shifted to one side, and one thing Becky Hammon wanted to do is get to that second side. You make the defense shift. Chelsea Gray in the two-man game.
Vivians trying to hang with Wilson. Little soft touch with the left hand.
Jones was on the bench for Maryland, and I think players, you get a dip. Oh, A'ja Wilson. Players get a different perspective when they're coaching, but A'ja Wilson gives everybody a different perspective.
They're getting healthier. Becky Hammon said, we are not completely healthy yet, but they've had the illness go around everybody. Oh, Jackie Young, the and one.
Hunting buckets. Agent 0 for the Las Vegas Aces.
She's a veteran as well. Tegan Smith in her 10th season. Skip all the way across, right corner. Plum gets it. Nothing but net. Cylinder. Plum forced him. Gets Byer. Got the shot to go, and Plum knocked to the floor in Michelob Ultra Arena.
You can always get money in Vegas.
You really can. Oh, AC on the drive gets it to go. You cut it to a 13-point deficit. It was 19 not too long ago this quarter. Plum up and under, finger roll, pretty. They had to try to contain her. Not easy to do, and somehow they found a way so far. Oh, without the ball, the backdoor cut. And Gray finds Hayes against the Aces.
I mean, just a drop pass, perfect timing.
14 fouls for each side. Help D right there, hands in the passing lane, and now outrunning. Young, one-on-one, the long stride, shot up good. Seattle chipping away at the deficit, but a lot of it's those hustle plays, Carol, and the second chance points. They're forcing turns, they're getting some points off the turnovers.
Well, Seattle has closed the gap with points in the paint.
Becky, too, if possible. Obviously, you come in here at the end of every game, and I think the focal point has been defense for the past 5 or 6. I think 3 combined points in that first half for Jewel and Skylar. Kind of, what did you see from your group defensively on the perimeter?
Just locked in, better physicality, better pickup points. You could tell it was a priority for them. There was a sense of urgency, and that's what we need. Really starts with that pressure up top. Where it's not like you're trying to zigzag them, but they don't just get to come down to the 3-point line and then start running offense. They got to run it a little higher.
And then second one for me, again, not just talking about Chelsea today, but beginning kind of last game and kind of previous game before that, you've made small tweaks to the rotation. when you're making these changes to the rotation, are you looking for a change to kind of appear in the stat sheet? Are you looking for an energy feel, or is it just a certain energy, or is it a certain feeling that you and that coaching staff are looking for?
You talking about overall, just with something, or
Overall.
why I changed the starting lineup, or?
Changes in the rotation as a whole. Some people have fallen out of rotations, people are first off the bench.
Yeah, a lot of it is just by feel, whatever, like we had intended on taking Jackie out probably a little earlier today, but she was cooking, so we took KP out. You can call audible changes, maybe you go in with one plan and then something else happens and you go to plan B or whatever. I think the biggest thing is just we're starting to get, Chelsea's, just her presence is such a calming factor out there. She gets us some layups, gets us some point paints, and I can draw stuff that I know if there's even a threat of an opening, she's gonna get it to them. So it's a real luxury to have her on the court, but I thought, obviously Jackie's scoring the ball, but I thought Plum's overall game with her defense and the way she distributed the ball, just a really, really clean floor game on both ends for her. Obviously, Asia got cooking a little bit late. But you shoot better when you take open shots. So we had some good looks tonight.
Coach, what was different for you guys in that fourth quarter for Asia Wilson to go on that run?
I don't know, I wasn't overall thrilled. I was still mad about the turnovers and the silly stuff, but just getting Asia in space. We drew a couple ATOs for her just to see if she could, start turning the corner, and she did. She's really tough when she comes out of that right corner because she gets her dominant hand. And her ball handling has just, continued to get better and better. She's just making the right choice. People are getting, slapping her. She's just been really strong with it. Sometimes she goes up with them on her. She just finishes through contact. So, at some point stuff is gonna break open. So you just keep pounding the ball and playing the right way and making sure we're getting good looks with our ball movement and body movement.
Becky, 2 straight wins tonight over one of the best teams in the WNBA. What does this do for your team from a standpoint of going into Friday against one of the top teams in this league?
2 straight wins. Overseas, what?
No, just last week. 2 wins for you guys, and you're going into a game against one of the better teams on Friday.
We're just worried about us right now. We have our own plate. We're still trying to separate the food on. But Connecticut is a team we know is going to come in here. Connecticut's going to make you beat them. They're never going to beat themselves. That's why they're so good, is they're just solid in what they do. Their identity is very sturdy in who they are, how they want to play. And so for us, it's just next team up. We got to start rolling off some wins here. We got to take care of this last game at home and, move on. This is a nice win, but we got to move on. The games keep coming fast and furious.
Coach Kevin with Fuel Sports Network. 2 questions for you. We've seen how well Chelsea got back into the lineup, and we've seen the difference in the team. When can we expect KB back in the lineup, knowing that her defensive presence is huge for this team? And secondly, what do you feel that Jessica Carter is going to bring to this team aside from her height?
For KB, we're just trying to get her back healthy. She's a little ways off. She hasn't done any practices yet, so when she gets back in the flow of things, we'll see where she's at. But it certainly adds another wing with size. One thing that KB has always done ever since she's been here has been a really good cutter for us. So we're gonna some of that cutting. Jessica was just about adding some size at the level of physicality that we have. The teams that have traditionally given us a little bit of problems was Dallas with those bigs, and then obviously JJ's a handful. So we just wanted to give bigger, more physical backcourt.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations on the.
Actually, sorry, Nikias, I just saw your hand go up. Do we have time for Nikias?
I was out 10 minutes for the guys.
Close us out.
All right, thank you, Coach. Just in terms of Chelsea's usage, it was a mix of pick and roll, but it felt like a lot of work was her as like an elbow hub and things like that. Was that just a matter of working her into the offense more slowly versus, giving her the higher on ball usage, or what was kind of the thinking there?
Well, it was just putting her in a spot where I could use her eyes. I didn't need her feet doing a lot. Putting her in that spot, she's deadly from mid-range. So I just wanted to get her the ball at the elbow area with good real estate and then just let her make reads. Similar to what we were trying to do with Candace a lot of times last year, just the bigger point guard, putting our best passers. And then letting them make reads off of pistol action or whatever. But I thought it would be less work for her there than trying to break people down off pick and roll the whole time, which she can do, obviously, but I was trying to make her workload a little bit less. But thank you for noticing that, Nikias. Appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, Chelsea, congratulations on not only the win, but your season debut. What did it feel like hearing the crowd absolutely erupt when you got onto the floor for the first time?
A little emotional, excitement. I was anxious all day. I was telling my wife, she was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good." Just a lot of emotion. It's been a long time since I've been out on that court, but the fans, they were amazing. From the time I came out to warm up to the time I checked into the game. So it was great, man. I just like a rush and a feeling that I missed a lot.
Chelsea, what different edge did you see defensively tonight from your team?
Just engaged at the point of attack, like from the guards to the posts. Everybody was very physical, communicating. Everybody was just locked in. Like if we defend, we're really, really hard to beat. So it starts on that end of the floor and we can just go in transition in our secondary action. So it started off with our guards, really picking up the basketball and being physical on screens. Then our posts being up and we were covering for each other as well. And our rotations felt good. So that's the feeling that I had out there tonight.
Chelsea, a couple of games ago, Jackie talked a little bit about kind of still finding her comfort level in her new role while you were out. Tonight, another 30-point game for her. Did you sense a different feeling from Jackie coming into this one?
That girl is so good. I ain't sensing nothing. Every time I get on the floor, I think she's gonna do amazing things. So it's not that I sense something different. It was great to be able to pass her the basketball this time and be out there on the floor and see her get, that 32 and be out there with her. But that girl good.
How are you feeling?
I'm good to go. I think the resources and the access that I have with the training staff and the organization that I'm a part of, just the resources that I'm able to have at my disposal, and whenever I wanted to come in, somebody's there right with me. Jerica was there every single day. She seen me cry, she seen me upset, laugh, smile every single day. And so she had my back from the start. So I guess that's the biggest difference, is just the support that I had with this franchise and just everybody being locked in. It didn't matter if I was playing too, like my teammates always kept me engaged, asking me questions, and I'm saying things in timeouts and during halftime. So I felt locked in and I felt like I was out there. Like there really wasn't a difference to me with the communication, the eyes, and the confidence that everybody played with. So this franchise just supported me throughout the whole thing. Well, first part, it was all of the above. Like when you're such a competitor and you want to be with your teammates and just like you have to stay patient and mentally locked in. You go through ups and downs a little bit. So it's been tears, it's been happy tears, it's been sad, it's been frustration. But it's all part of the process, right? And you get back and you're better for it. And then, yeah, my little man was there today. So that was pretty cool. I looked at my wife and I just winked at her and she was just really happy to see me back out there on the floor. And he didn't know what was going on and he was asleep the whole time, but he was there. And my parents, they were great too. I'm sure you guys have came into contact with them as well.
Hi, Chelsea. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It looked like it was a lot of usage for you at the elbow, just kind of being used as a hub. When you're in those positions, what kind of windows or what kind of tails are you looking for in those spots?
Just getting people in their spots, right? Asia coming in and coming by that free throw line area, maybe she can go downhill left. We have quick guards being able to cut back doors, set good screens. And then we have awesome shooters. And so it's kind of like pick your poison and just being able to pass from that angle. There she go. This girl good right here. I was talking about you, that chick real good. Come on, you can come on over. Let me scoot over. But yeah, just picking my spots. You know, I'm passing to really great targets. So they're gonna make themselves available. Then I'll get them the rock as soon as possible.
Thank you.
What are you doing? Sidney Colson coming in and being huge for us. Like everybody's coming in and just locked in and taking, you know, seizing the moment a little bit, I think is the big thing that I would say, and just enjoying each other. Like we still love to be around each other, and goofy is I don't know what. So just being around each other and being happy for other people's success.
Of course, we saw you guys, there was a lot of excitement, kind of, you all felt like we saw smiles early off in the game. Did you guys kind of feel like it was old Aces basketball today early on, like you were getting back to yourself of Aces basketball, what you're used to?
Yeah, I think just trying to go out there and put together, you know, a full 40 minutes and just having fun with it. You know, we were excited to have Chelsea back, get back to, you know, kind of our normal flow. But yeah, I think when we go out there and have fun, that's when we're at our best.
Yeah, Jackie, kind of expansion on that. Obviously, you put up 90+ points against one of the better defensive teams in the W tonight. What does it mean to have your teammate right there next to you, back on the court with you guys for a full-time run, and from an offensive standpoint for you guys?
No, it feels great having her back. We definitely missed her. And, you know, I mean, she had been kind of like a coach for us on the sideline. She sees a lot of things that we don't see, you know, and so even though she wasn't out there on the court with us for a few games, she was still very, you know, active with us and helping me, especially when I was playing the one a lot. But, you know, having her back, it's great, you know, it's yeah, it feels good. Feels good having her back out there.
All right, we're gonna jump to Rafiq.
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports. So welcome back, Chelsea Gray.
Thank you.
I gotta ask you, that whole feeling that you finally able to get back on the court for the first time since last year's finals, like once again, I know you already asked this, but how can you describe the whole feeling of being back on the court after this whole time recovering from an injury?
Blessed, having fun with it, excited, anxious. Like I probably went through every emotion leading up to today. So just excited to be back there in front of these fans. Like they cheered their butts off tonight when I checked into the game. So that was amazing. And just doing it with my teammates and being back out there with them.
And a follow-up question, describe the whole feeling of being able to pull off that pass to Jackie Young in your first play back on the court.
That was around a bit.
The roundabout? What you talking about?
The pass that you made, the first pass you made, behind the back pass to Jackie Young, like in the first quarter.
Yeah, I told her she should have laid it up.
Oh no, the help side came over. Saw somebody out the corner.
They knew that what was coming. It just like I do it in practice. As soon as she got there, I knew she was about to back cut.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck.
Two more questions from Zoom. Kevin and then Jordan. Quickly, please.
This is for Chelsea. Kevin with Fuel Sports Network. Chelsea, you talk about how you feel great and it was good to be back on the court. We noticed that coach eased you back into the game with your minutes. When do you feel you'll be back at full strength and fully in the lineup as a starter once again?
I have no idea. I'm just taking it day by day, and I'm just happy to be able to put on that uniform and get to the floor. So I mean, there's not a strict timeline of what this looks like. We're just gonna listen to my body a little bit and just take it day by day kind of thing.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey ladies, congrats on the win and glad to see you back on the court, Chelsea. So obviously you've had some time to sit and watch your teammates play before you get back on the court. Just talk about what you've liked seeing from Kate Martin so far this season.
Man, Kate be hooping. She does all the hustle plays. She works so hard. I love having her in the locker room. She's a joy to be around. She's always ready. She's locked in. She knows the scout. She knows the plays. Like she's locked in from the beginning. And so we're very confident when she gets out there on the floor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.